Alrighty, so today we had our first snow this morning. I pulled this plant out of the ground. It's a hot cherry pepper, and I decided I could eat them all, or just I'm gonna go ahead and can them. The jar that I washed is a little too big, and I just washed it good. I didn't really super sanitize it or do a boil on it because we're gonna eat these really quick. I don't think I'm gonna get botulism too quick, and I'll tell you about my brine that I'm doing. It's a real simple brine. First thing you want to remember, get a good brand of vinegar, something that's going to have some nice flavor, and right there, 5% acidity. Very important when pickling. You want that high acidity because then you don't have to really can it. You're just pickling. Really big deal. And then I use the Morton canning and pickling salt. And really what this does, it doesn't have additives that causes the solution to become foggy. They don't put iodine in it or any of that kind of stuff. That's really the only difference. You can use regular table salt, but you might get a foggy looking brine. I didn't want that. And really, I make a really simple deal. I just put a bunch of dill in there. I just sprinkle it all in. A couple of really good scoops of this. Real garlic would have been better, but for easiness, I do that. You put a pretty good chunk of salt in there, about 2 tablespoons, and you put in a little bit of sugar too. I put about 2 tablespoons of sugar in there. And the mixture is 3/4 vinegar to about 1/4 water. And you can go 50-50 or you can go full vinegar. Full vinegar can sometimes give food a bitter taste and whatever. And sorry about the kitchen. It's a mess we live in here. So, oh yeah, I would advise having some beer handy for any project working on motorcycles or canning. So I think the jar is going to be a little big. I'll just cover them right up. We're going to eat them this week during the Bills game. So yeah, 6-2, halfway point. Looking pretty good this year. Maybe a little more on defensive line and not getting to the quarterback. And we can talk about that on another video. So I'm going to cut these up and fill the thing. I'm letting that boil. And again, real simple. That's I just guessed the amounts. It's probably about 3 cups altogether. And I did about 75% vinegar to 25% water. Put a bunch of dill in there, put the garlic in there, put the salt in there, and put some sugar in there. You can do honey. There's a lot of recipes. You can look at a lot of stuff. I keep it really simple. I really like the flavor of the peppers. These have an excellent flavor, the cherry peppers. You can eat them, if they're mild, they have a really nice, almost like a sweet pepper taste to them. I'm going to be sampling a little bit here just to see how hot these are, but I got a feeling they're going to be hot. I had a little bit of a disaster this year with my plants. I had a really crappy soil. I had them in pots, and I moved this one into the ground. And I've had a few peppers off it already, so this is one plant's worth of yield that I just let go, and I finally yanked it the other day because they said we were going to have a hard frost. So I was like, okay. But I'll cut these up, and we'll go from there. Alrighty. So I brought it, the brine just started to bubble, just started to boil. I don't think you really want to boil it for a long time. Hopefully this will not be foggy and it'll clear out. And as you can see, way too big a jar. But I wanted to fill it all the way up. It's really hot right now. What I'm going to do is let it just cool at room temperature. And that, as it cools, will suck in and almost do like a canning process where that'll seal. That's what I'm hoping for. If not, we're still going to go with it. These are going to be gone by next week. We'll eat these suckers right up. I tasted them. Nice heat. They're not like, oh my God, killer hot. I had some killer hot ones this year. But yeah, I think this one will do okay. We'll have some fun with it. Well, watch the Bills game. So again, get a good brand of vinegar is really all you need. And then just start throwing the kitchen sink at it. I like dill personally. A lot of people don't have that in their recipe. I use the cheesy crap garlic. If you wanted to press real garlic, maybe put roasted garlic in there. People put honey in there, like real honey. Just a little scoop, couple scoops of that to boil it down. I just use sugar because I don't have any honey. So, but yeah, there it is. Simple canning. It'd be great for the football game. Again, the jar was too big. I would advise you really wanted to have it filled, and you want to fill it up, pretty good ways. You definitely want your material submerged in it. So we'll have some extra brine to drink or whatever. But okay. Rich MSX 125 signing off.